Hey guys, this is Light, and for the Epic Dash, we are getting a whole bunch of these special 5-star Covenant selectors, which give you an RGB of your choice, up to but not including Guard Captain Crow, and the unit comes fully leveled up, awakened, and Molud. Very importantly, they come max Molud. And if you're wondering what you should choose from these, I got you. So I have a little tier list here. So the rule of thumb for these selectors is that you want to choose a unit that benefits from, being max Molud. So that's typically just damage dealers, right? Because a lot of Molas, like they're just damage. So like this plus 15 selector, it won't be that useful to pick like a healer from it, like Destina or something, because like she's good without maxing the molas, because like she has a lot of like useless increased damage molas. And like same thing for like other soul weavers and like openers. Like these units, they don't need max molas to be effective. So to maximize your selectors, we only want to pick damage dealers that will fully benefit from the molas. So yeah, let's get into it. So for the must-have tier, so these units, if you don't have any of these units, you should take them. They are really, really good. Like Arya, Arya is like the queen of Guild War. You can use her in so many teams. She's been a staple for years. Like she's sometimes usable in Arena, sometimes usable in RTA. Not much PvE though, unfortunately. But yeah, she is going to be like MVP for Guild War for like a lot of people. I highly recommend her. Then we have Celine. And Celine, she does a lot of damage. She punishes non-attack skills really hard. So like that means she's really good in like Guild War and Arena where like the AI is forced to press them. But also she's pretty decent in RTA too. Unfortunately not so much PvE, but yeah. Well, mostly PvP unit, and she's really good at it. Yeah, highly recommend having her. She's a staple for sure. And then we have Fenny. Fenny does it all. Fenny is like the god of PvE damage dealers. Like she ramps up and she does insane amounts of damage. And she's also good in RTA, Guild War, and Arena, depending on the team you fight. Like she's a super tank buster. She's anti-injury. She does a lot. She's really strong. So yeah, highly recommend. And she's good for everything. She's also like the queen of like Abyss. Like Fenny's like the #1 Abyss damage dealer. Because she just scales so hard. But yes, insane unit. Highly recommend. And then we have Janua. Janua is a really good damage dealer in like all PvP, as long as there's no Illinev blocking his damage. Like really good at Guild War. And pretty rare picking RTA, but he's still a thing. But he's pretty strong. He's nice to have. He's especially strong in Guild War and Arena because like you can like force him to proc and he'll like kill stuff. So yeah, really good unit. And same thing with Mort. He's really good for PvP modes. Super good in Arena and Guild War. Cause like stopping counterattacks is huge. And he's sometimes really good in RTA. And he's not much PvE application, unfortunately, similar to Janua, but yeah, he's a pretty good unit overall. Highly recommend both of them for like PvP purposes. Fire Poly, same thing, really good in all PvP modes. When she punishes non-attack skills, her CR cut is really important for like fighting cleavers and RTA. And yeah, not much PvE use unfortunately, but like for PvP in general, really good. So yeah, if you don't have any of these 6 units, I would highly recommend getting them. And then after that, it just kind of depends like what you need. Like everything after this is kind of whatever. Like they're not used that much. And I have like a group of units that are like don't pick these because they don't make use of their plus 15 very well. And then there's like another group of like units that are just like plain not just they're just not too good. And like these units are free. You can't get these, of course. So yeah, I'll go through some of them. Abigail, Abigail is kind of making a comeback. She's pretty good in RTA for like blocking strays from like killing people. But that's about it. I mean, she's kind of okay in Guild War. Like you can use Abigail to like stop your units from dying, like your Emo Celine or something. And yeah, Abigail pretty decent in Guild War. Like you just have her protect whatever unit that you're gonna make the AI target. So yeah, Abigail pretty good in Guild War and RTA. And Alencia is also very good in Guild War against Harsetti, but only if you have Young Senya. And if you're a newer player, you probably don't have her, so you can disregard her. But if you like acquired an account with Young Senya, then sure, go for the Alencia. She's really good then. And Blue Ada, like she's just a cleave unit for PvP. If you can imagine yourself using her with like, I don't know, Ran, Payra, or whatever non-attack opener, sure. But you probably won't even need her really. Like there are a lot of other options, and like maybe like I don't know, probably not even gonna cleave. But yeah, it's just a cleave unit for whatever PvP. But there are a lot of options though, and she's okay in some PvE. Like she has defense break. It's something, but yeah, overall you won't really use her that much. Ellie Ghost is a very strong unit in RTA and Guild War. He's a little hard to use though, because he typically you kind of need to take the first turn to use him well. But if you can do that, he does a lot of damage. And yeah, pretty menacing unit, and he counters things like Fire Flan, etc. with his resource reduction. And if you are a fan of Blue Kisei, Ahmed and Ludwig are quite good with her. Cause like they give themselves like 50% CR boost, so they have massive synergy with like Ahmed's Swift buff. So if you want to cleave with Ahmed, these two are really good choices. Then Fire Lilius. Fire Lilius, honestly, not much use these days. But if you want to build a Guild War defense with like Fire Lilius on it, that's her main use these days. Like sure, go for her. Like she'll do a lot of damage. But yeah, otherwise like kind of whatever. And Melissa. Melissa's a weird unit. Like she's just for like cheeky weird cleaves. If that's your thing, go for it. But make sure you do your research if you're actually gonna use her or not. Kind of whatever unit. And then Ran's like Ren used to be like an old staple, but like there are a lot of like new fancy cleave openers and stuff that are kind of like outperforming him. Like if you want to get him, he is a defense breaker. He's very vast. Like he's still a decent opener if you can outspeed. And he's not that bad in PvE either. Cause like defense break, like can't go wrong. Fire Ravi. She's just a fire element bruiser. If that's what you need, she's a thing. She has guaranteed crits, but she's kind of not that good. But yes, kind of whatever. And Green Senya, like you can use her in Guild War defense with Fire Lilius, but that's pretty much the only use for her. Like she doesn't really do much outside of that. Unfortunately, like her time in RTA has long passed. Like she doesn't do much in like arena or anything else. Yeah, she's an option. And Blue Tywin is okay in RTA. Don't see him too much though, but he has some very weird uses, like against certain drafts. But otherwise, like he's kind of whatever. Vilgid, if you're a cleaver and for some reason you don't have a Vilgid, he's pretty important to have because, you know, being a cleaver entails racing people and like having speed imprints is very important. So yeah. And if you struggle with like evasion units, the Hawk is very nice. Like if you have trouble hitting like Dark Aiden on Guild War defense, like it's a Hawk plus a anti-evasion artifact. It's pretty nice. Like he's always been like the go-to Guild War unit for killing evasion, whatever. Besides Fireflan, of course. He's something. And then honestly, these units are all like pretty whatever. Like these units, you'll see them in like some one-shot teams. You'll see them in some expeditions. Wukong and Kane. These are the what's it called? These are the Rift units. Like Wukong was for Green Rift, Kane was for Fire Rift, and if they ever rotate those back in, these will be nice to have. Fireball, he's like good in any PvE that involves like fire units. Like he has nice debuffs, I guess. He does some damage. Like Green Bologna, just a PvE unit. She has a lot of defense breaks. She has like built-in Daydream Joker. She's okay. Like Kana is just for expeditions. Fire Cecilia, and she has a bunch of debuffs for PvE, but pretty whatever. Green Charles is actually the goat of the new constellation stuff. Like the water boss, like Green Charles is so good at it. Like he's almost mandatory. Chloe's a thing if you want like a super fast Banshee team, because like her magic nail can't be resisted, so like she guarantees a damage boost on Banshee to help your one shot. So if that's what you need, that's the thing. But keep in mind, Riza Hawkeye does the same thing if you happen to have her. And Fireken is really good in PvE in general. Like he has defense break, he has dual attacks, he has a lot of damage. He's just good in PvE in general. He's like very good at like ancient inheritance and stuff. And Blue Lulika, she's kind of whatever because the blue units are so strong already. But, like she has defense break and like more defense breaks. She's okay, but I wouldn't recommend it honestly. Fire Haste, another just like pure PvE unit. Like he defense breaks, he heals your team, he's okay. Haven't really seen him much since Fire Rift. And he's a thing. Tenebria, she's just another like fire debuffer. She has defense breaks, she can sleep, she can slow. I use her for Queen. I use her for like Vera, but like Vera's going away. So like I don't even like there's not even much use for her anymore. But she's a PvE option if you want. And Green Euphine, people used to do like Euphine Lab with this unit, but they kind of killed Euphine Lab by making lab free, so that's not really a thing anymore. But if you need like a budget unit to like one-shot Banshee for you, Green Euphine can do it at least. And if you need a budget DPS option to one-shot Banshee, Green Euphine's a thing. However, it's kind of a waste though, because if you're using Green Euphine for that purpose, she doesn't even need the rest of her Molus. Like you can just max her S3 and that's it. But yeah, aside from that, if you don't want any of these and you have all of these, you can just like say screw it and pick up like one of these other units that don't really need the molas, but they'll still be good. Like just because you're not like maximizing the molas, like it's fine. Like it's better to get a unit that's good than a unit you'll never use, at least, right? But also keep in mind that you have a bunch of other selectors too. So yeah, if you can, I would highly recommend getting a damage dealer, but if not, these are also an option. Like all of these are good units for different purposes. So yeah. That's about it. I wouldn't recommend picking any of these units, like they are super outdated and like they don't have much use. And like yeah. Anyway, well I hope that was helpful. Thank you for watching. See you next time.